In this video, we're going to talk about decision trees, which is available in your book from page 172 until page 184. Yes. So we're going to use a software called JMP from SAS. Just you need to install the free version of that software. So go to Google or just go directly to jump.com, www.jump.com, and from there just click on the Jump software and just click on try Jump, the classic one, Jump 13, not the Pro. Click on it. You're gonna be asked to fill information. So this is the one. You start trial now. You just click on it. You fill your information over there, and then you request the educational part. Like you will say that this is the region you are in, and you will receive an email quickly about your purchase. In this way, I will tell you from where to download it. If it's a Mac version computer you're using, so you download the Mac, you put it in your descriptions of the software. If it's Windows, you will be referred to installation for Windows. And you have the serial number. This is all what you have to do. When after you download it, you run it, you will be asked for the serial number, you paste it, and you will be able to use it. Simple as any software you can install from the web. You only have 30 days and will be sufficient for this course to use a trial version. Now, after you install it, you just open Jump, and you will see some welcome pages. You can close most of them, and this is where you're gonna end up at the end with this interface. Now, we need the data to the one described in your book. So I'm gonna go to Blackboard, and as some of you keep sending me emails about where the data is, it's inside your unit. In every unit, I provide you with all the data sets represented in your book. So under the unit 3 continue, you have the folder all datasets resources mentioned in chapter 3. The one I'm going to demonstrate the decision tree analytics analysis is the one called card upgrade. Just go ahead, download it, and you should be able to utilize it. So it's an Excel format, no problem. We're gonna download it, and we're gonna talk about how we're gonna use Jump to make a decision for us. If you read the pages of in your book with respect to this chapter, you can see that mainly the focus is on creating a model. So let us back up a little bit. So the idea here in your book that we have a data set, the one in page 173, in this database, in this data set, we have information about customers, bank customers, who had a silver card currently, and the bank would like to know who are those customers that highly likely they're gonna upgrade to platinum. So you are building a predictive model. One of the predictive modeling techniques is decision tree, and this is what we're gonna use in this case. So the idea is the following. We have 40 customers, and from those 40 customers, we have historical information about their application when they applied the first time to have the silver card. And as part of their application, that they mentioned they want to have the platinum, but then when they notice there is a fees for platinum, because the platinum is for those who travel a lot and get some mileages and some special treatment during the traveling or some bonuses for traveling. those are the people who are highly likely to consider the platinum. Now they fit the profile of platinum, but when it comes to pay fee for their platinum, they didn't decide to pick the platinum, so they picked the silver. So this is historical data when they filled their form available for the bank. The other thing the bank has for last year, their purchases, how much money they spent over the last year. So the first one about 7,000, the second 21,000, etc. So they have those information. And this data, we have to consider that those are the customers that are paying their monthly fee, monthly purchases. They are not defaulting. They are elite customers, that they are on track with their payments. So those are the ones who we are considering to look at their profile and see who are those that we should send them a promotion to reconsider their card and maybe accept the fees this year after utilizing the silver card for 2 years, and now maybe this is the time to give them promotion and let them join the platinum, and maybe take off the first year fees for them and let them just try it for a year, and then we'll see if they're gonna keep it or not. So that's the idea. So you can see the book they are mentioning the R classification software. We're not going to use the R. However, in page they the same purpose. Jump or R will do the same stuff, but Jump is more user friendly. It has a very user friendly interface. So from page 176, you can see the discussion about this data. In my case, I'm going to go ahead and show it to you and let you understand what's going on and how you can interpret it, how you can interpret a decision tree model as a predictive model. Okay, so we open Jump, and now we're going to bring the data. How we can bring the data? Let's lower this one a little bit. Okay, so I want to show you how. Okay, so from file, you have to click on file, and I assume you cannot see that H, but assume you click on the file and then you click on open. And from there, you should be able to allocate your card upgrade dataset that we downloaded from Blackboard. Just open it. And here is the data. We're gonna import this data from the Excel type into Jump. So Jump will be able to utilize this data. And here is our data. Exactly the same one I showed you from your textbook. So we have the upgrade variable, which is 0, 1. 0, their profile, when they filled the profile, they were not interested in platinum. 1, the one that are interested, how much purchases they did, and how are they fitting the platinum profile? Are they the ones when they filled the first time, did they really fit the profile or not? So the upgrade, those are the ones who upgraded from silver to platinum. So we're going to create a model accordingly. So in future, if you have another customer on silver card and we see the same description, the same range of purchases over the last year, and he has a potential to that when he filled on his first time application, he really was interested, but he didn't take the platinum. Now, first thing we have to do here, we have a classification of problem 0, 1, and we have to tell Jump that this is a classification of problem. So this is not an integer value. This is like yes, no value. All you have to do, you click on the column, right click, and you're gonna click on the column information, and just you are telling Jump that this data is considered as a classification yes, no. 0 will be no and 1 will be yes, and automatically it turned it into nominal. It knew this is a classification variable you wanted, not integer, and we say okay. The same for the platinum profile. I'm gonna right click, column info, and from there I would say this is a character and this is a nominal type. Okay. Now we have the data ready for us to be modeled. We're going to create an analytical model, and this is our actually the first model beside looking at the regression in your previous classes, maybe in statistics. This is first business analytic model we see in this class. So what you can do, you have to go to the analyze in your JMP software. You go to predictive modeling, and there is a part which is partition. Instead of naming it decision tree, they named it partition. It is the same. So we have to decide which one is our response variable and which one the independent variables. So the response and the factors are the independent variable and the dependent is the response. In our case, we want to know if they're going to upgrade or not. This is what we want, and we want to know who are those who upgraded. Based on what, on how much purchases they did the year before, and what type of profile when they filled their profile the first time in our bank. Were they interested to have platinum or not, even if they didn't take it? And as you can see from the left side, at least under the partition, we see the decision tree. There are many different type of partitioning. The one we are considering here is the decision tree. Now we're gonna say okay, and here is what JMP provide us now with like a decision tree, but it's ready for us to partition it. We are the one who will decide how we want to partition it. Okay, so from the partition, this red arrow, we're gonna just make some changes, simple changes. I want the probability for the split just to know how this is gonna decide to partition, and also shows the split count, how many of the splits under each decision split. And I'm gonna take off the candidate, we don't need that one. And we're gonna just, after we made those changes, now we're gonna tell JMP to do the partition. How you do that? You will decide by, there are many different ways, minimum split, small tree view, a lot of stuff over here. The one we are interested in is the split best, the best solution for this specific data. And here we go. It went ahead, took all the data. So let me explain the data for you. We have 40 examples, 40 different customers, okay? And the decision tree based on the variables, two variables we have here, the purchases per last year and the profile, platinum profile of the customer. So what happened first, the first split, and you can see the tree. So this is a node and the tree, those are the branches of the tree. Okay, two branches only in this time. So what it says here, almost 45% of those customers upgraded. So 18 out of 40 upgraded, and 22 out of 40 they didn't upgrade. Almost 50-50. It's not completely 50-50, but this is the situation we have here. However, those who did purchase last year amount bigger than $32,450, bigger or equal, from those people, almost 17 out of 21 they upgraded. The value here is 1. Again, we have 21 went to this branch, and that means 19 from the 40 went to this branch. The first branch on the left, those 21, they have 4 of them they didn't upgrade, value 0. 17 of them upgraded, and those who upgraded, they fulfill this specific decision or formula that they purchased last year more than 32,000, like they spent more than $32,450. Again, On the right side, those are the one who highly likely they didn't upgrade. 18 out of 19 didn't upgrade, and those are the people who purchased less than 32,450. So that's a big a marker for the bank, so they can go back now to the whole database they have, and they can look at their customer that they did purchases bigger than 32,450, and from there give promotion for those specific people to do the upgrade. So they know that highly likely those are the people that gonna upgrade, and they will not really give a promotion for people who will default or will not upgrade. So that's the most important part I want to show you in this lesson. What else? You can continue splitting. So maybe I will click again, split best. So as you can see, the tree is growing. So what happened here? We had the 40. The 19 on the right, those mostly they didn't upgrade, 18 out of them. And we have more sophisticated information over here that it could be helpful or not. So who purchased more than 32,450? We have out of those, their profile actually was already, let me minimize this so you can see the results. Yes, so out of those that really upgraded, their profile from the beginning were the one that when they filled the form the first time, they were interested to have the platinum, but because of the fee, they didn't have it. And the other people, we only have 2 out of 5 of those people who were not interested at the beginning, they upgraded. So I would say I will prune this. Let's prune it. I'm not really. I don't think this is really helpful. Let's see. Prune worst. Went back one level. I think this is sufficient to describe the specific data. Some other data might need bigger tree, bigger nodes. However, for this specific data, I think the amount of purchases is sufficient to decide if that customer will upgrade to platinum or not. That's it for this video. We'll see you in the other video.